Here I'm going to show how to use a number line to subtract integers. So I have the integer negative 10, and just to have some idea where to put a negative number, let me label 0 on the real number line. And negative 10 then would be somewhere to the left of 0, because negative numbers occur to the left of 0. I'm subtracting a positive 30, and positive numbers are to the right of 0. So I'm going to put a 30 here. It's nice to try to keep things somewhat to scale, but not necessary to do the problem. So it turns out that when you subtract integers, the answer turns out to be the distance between the two integers on the number line. So for example, the distance between this integer negative 10 and this point 30 on the number line could easily be found by considering that negative 10 by definition is 10 units to the left of 0, so this is 10 units. And if I wanted to get all the way to 30, I'd have to travel 30 more units. So going 10 units and 30 more makes a distance of 40. So my answer is going to involve the number 40. The question is it positive or negative? So because I took the number negative 10, which is on the left, and I subtracted 30, which is a number on the right, and also given the fact that numbers on the left are always of a lesser value than numbers on the right, so negative 10 is less, and 30, it being on the right, is of greater value. So I am taking a number of lesser value and subtracting off a number of greater value, which always gives you a negative result. So my answer is going to be negative 40. To do one more example, this time I have a negative subtract a negative. So to start, I'll put a 0 somewhere on my number line. Negative 30 would be 30 units to the left of 0, so here's negative 30. Negative 60 is my second integer that I'm subtracting. This was my first, and I'm subtracting this integer. Negative 60 by definition is 60 units to the left of 0. The fact that it's negative means left, and the fact that it's 60 instead of 30 means it's going to be farther away from 0, so I need to put it over here. And the answer is going to either be positive or negative, but always involving the distance between these two numbers. So the distance between negative 30 and negative 60 would be 30 units. And you could think of this as I'm already 30 units to the left of 0. So to get to 60, I would have to travel 30 more. So the number is going to involve 30. The question is it positive or negative? This is where you like to look at whether the number is lesser or greater. And you can do so by knowing that numbers to the left on the number line are always less, and numbers to the right are always greater. So this is on the left, so I have this being my number that is less in value relative to this one. This number being on the right makes it the one of greater value. But if you look at the order in which it was being subtracted, I had negative 30 first, which is of greater value, the one on the right. Subtract the number negative 60, which was on the left. And the fact that it's on the left means it is less than the other number. So we did right minus left, or if you will, greater number minus a number that is less in value. So whenever you take a number that is greater and subtract off a number that is lesser in value, you get a positive result. So my answer would simply be positive 30.